Now, there's quite a few really stupid mistakes that we all make when we buy new golf clubs, and they're quite easily avoided. So in this video, that's what we're going to do. And we're going to do it now. That wasn't very good. Where's that key? I'm not really too sure why I started the video getting the driver out, because we're going to start with the irons. Hi everyone, James Robinson here, guys. First things first, I'd like to warmly welcome you all to the channel. I'd like to welcome you back to the channel if you're not new to the channel. But guys, if you are new to the channel, do me a favour and take 2 seconds to hit that subscribe button, because that way you won't miss any of the great golf related content that I bring to you guys every single day. I'm not going to lie, that felt a lot nicer or easier than a video I've just filmed. I've just filmed a video with these. And that kind of brings me on to the first point. Don't try something, no, don't buy something that you can't hit. Yeah, this video is either out or is coming out tomorrow. Just leave your ego in the car when you go for your fitting. This is still the first point. So the first point really is, do you go for a fitting? Do you go and spend loads of money on new golf clubs, on new irons, on new drivers, on new wedges, putters, without going for a fitting? Would you go and spend a load of money on a new car without test driving it, without giving the tyres a kick, without making sure you can drive it? Would you buy an automatic if you only had a manual licence? Yeah, because you can. Would you buy a manual if you only had an automatic licence? Probably not. I have bought a car without seeing them before. So do as I say and not as I do. But basically, guys, make sure you do go and try. I can't believe that's so muddy. I do apologise for that. But basically, guys, make sure you do go and try these golf clubs. Make sure you go and get fitted. But not only try the ones that you want, try the ones that you don't want. Try the ones that potentially might work for you, but you're not totally convinced. You've never bought ping irons in the past, so you're thinking, well, I'm not going to buy ping irons now. But if you've not... Oh, that was nice. But if you've not tried the ping irons for this year, how do you know? How do you know they've not changed? How do you know they're now not the best ones for you? And to be honest, guys, treat the fitting as not only a lesson, but try and enjoy yourself. Try and kind of absorb the day as a nice day out golfing, a nice day out hitting golf balls, trying golf clubs, trying clubs that you're potentially not going to buy, but also obviously the clubs that you maybe are going to buy. So that's the first point. Make sure you do go and get fitted, and do not go and walk in that pro shop or the golf store, Dick's or the American Golf, wherever you go, and just say, oh, they look good off the rack, I'll have them as standard. Because it's probably going to cost you exactly the same amount of money. Almost. Guys, just a real quick one for people who do enjoy my videos. First of all, thank you. And second of all, if you do want to see more non-golf related content, make sure you go check out the new channel that we've set up with Laura and the dog. The dog didn't have that much to do with it, but he's pulling his weight. So if you want to go and check that out, go check it out there. If you don't, that's absolutely fine. If you're only here for the golf, then that's fine. Let's go on with the video. And the second point is when you've bought the clubs, and this is generally more for your drivers and your woods, and we've all got these in our golf bags, and it's generally, I bet you it's in this pocket that sits next to the golf ball pocket. What on earth are you planning on doing with this? Because your fitter, hopefully, fitted you into this with one of these, and then he sent you with one of these in case it came loose, in case it came loose. That's the only reason you've got one. You don't need to change the loft if it's a windy day. You don't need to change the fade because you've started drawing it one day. If you have a problem with your club that you've bought, go back to where your fitter fitted it you, or go and see your local pro, go and see your coach, and give him the key. Oh, that nearly went back in the same pocket, because tinkering with your driver is never the right thing to do. I've seen it so many times. People start hitting just a couple of bad shots and they're straight in there with the key. I know what it is. I need to take this off. I'm not even going to look. In fact, I'm going to look because it'll annoy me if I don't. Next to standard loft. I'm not even going to look exactly where it was before because it doesn't matter. I'll take it off and then I'm going to put it on Lucky Dip, that one, because why not? And then also I'll have, I'll shift this across as well, because obviously now that is redundant and I can move that over there. And all of a sudden, from the driver you got fitted with, you've got like a totally different driver. So that's the second point. Take this and give it to your coach or the fitter and leave it there. If you start having, I need to get this back on. If you do start having issues with your game, if you start thinking maybe the driver's, oh, why have I thrown that over there again? If you do start thinking the driver wasn't quite right for you, or it was never right in the first place, just say to the professional that fitted it, excuse me, do you mind having another look just for a little bit and just making sure that this is right, because I'm not totally sure it's right. And I'm sure, I mean, I would definitely say, yeah, no problem. Because yes, a pro's time is worth money. Yes, they've probably got a full teaching diary if they're a club fitter, they're busy with that. But that's not the most important thing. The most important thing is making sure that the golfer's needs are met, and every pro hopefully thinks like that. That wasn't very good. Where's that key? You like what I did there? Time for the next point. Now the next point is a really interesting one, and it's something which Chris professes quite a lot. Don't go spending all your money on the top end of the bag when gains can be made in the bottom end of the bag with wedges, with putters, with fitting for the right clubs. Generally, you might find that your score's lower. We'll take this one and put this one back. Generally, you might find that your score's lower if you spend a little bit of money on the bottom end of your bag, especially if you haven't done before. I do know plenty of people, especially a few guys that have come for lessons, who've spent £500 on a driver, £300 on a 3-wood. The irons, they've sort of gone middle of the pack, and then putter and wedges, we've just got them out of a Christmas cracker, and then people wonder why potentially, oh, I struck that really well as well. And then people wonder why potentially the short game is the weakest area of their golf game. Now, I think there's got to be a definite correlation in how much money you spend in a certain area of your bag as to how much time you practice with those clubs and how much better you get at that certain area of your golf game. So if you don't spend any money on the short game aspect of the bag, my clubs are so dirty, on the wedges, on the putters, even on the irons particularly, you're not going to spend that much time practicing it because you've not got that desire to use the new clubs. We all have that kind of magpie instinct where you've got something new, something shiny, you want to go and practice with it, play with it. So give yourself that logic and hopefully improve your short game. Now, another area of buying golf equipment which is massively overlooked is, well, we've got 1 minute. Let me just check what, because I'm sure we've got a good golf ball in here somewhere. We've got a camera. We've got a battery. This isn't the point, but I've got a pink in assist. Probably not going to use that. I've got, oh, you know what that might do? That's a 15-year-old Pro V1, but it says Titleist on it, and it has Pro V1 stamped on it. So it's got to be just as good as one fresh out the box, hasn't it? Probably not. And then what else have we got? We've got a face mask. They're available if anyone wants. We'll put that on now, actually. We've got that if anyone wants one. I've got an orange in assist. Yeah, I'm not a fan of those. Orange in assist. And somewhere I have the golf ball that I use, so a Taylormade TP5. And that's where, if you don't use a consistent golf ball, it doesn't have to be a high-end golf ball, it doesn't have to be the most expensive golf ball, but you can spend all the money in the world on these, but if you're not using something which, in relation to golf equipment, is fairly reasonably priced, sort of, depending on what you buy, then you're never going to get that level of consistency that you want. Let's have a go with the pink ball. So the next point is a real quick and easy one. My bag consists of a Taylormade driver, a Titleist 3-wood, Mizuno irons, a Taylormade driving iron. There's a Cobra in there that I'm trying at the moment. There's a Scotty Cameron putter, and there are Vokey wedges. Now, I've been as bad as this at anyone else in the past, and I think tour pros have a big kind of part to play in this. If you're an amateur golfer and you're playing at a golf club, you are not sponsored by a brand. You don't need to go and use Taylormade everything, Titleist everything, have the matching tour bag, use the golf ball, wear the FootJoy shoes. Unless you are, then, I mean, congratulations, but don't go to a club fitting that's just one brand. I'm not singling out Titleist here, this is just what we've got here in the studio. I think we've got Ping over there as well, and we've also got some Ping stuff and Mizuno stuff there. So don't get suckered in to being a one brand man. I've been there before, I've done it myself when I was younger, and it can't really work. It's okay being brand loyal, it's okay having a favourite brand that you'll go to first, but go and try things, go and enjoy trying things, go and enjoy trying different brands. I should really start using that pink golf ball, because then you start going into the element of trying different fittings, go and seeing different fitters. Different fitters will give you different options. It's like going to How can I relate to this? It's like going to a different barber. We'll put that back on. One barber might give you the same haircut for 10 years, 5 years, and you might like it. Then that barber might move away or might retire or something like that. Then you go and try a different barber and they give you a fresher haircut and you like that haircut more and you think, why didn't I try a different barber before? I'm trying to get this in the right context, but I don't think I've done it very well. But basically, go and try different things, just like we said in the first point, or you might well be missing out on more enjoyment and more performance. I'm sure I've got one more point. That's it. That's it. Guys, the final point, I really hope you have enjoyed this video. I've quite enjoyed bringing these points to you. I hope I save you some time, some money, and hopefully help you improve your golf game with getting the right stuff. Don't buy the wrong thing for the sake of saving 20 quid, 30 quid, a minimal amount. Now, a minimal amount to someone is a different amount to someone else. I'm well aware of that. So make sure you buy within your budget, make sure you buy what you can afford. But golf's like a 365-day-a-year sport almost, unless it's snowing outside like it is today. So if you can wait a week, maybe save yourself a little bit more money and get the right thing, the thing you've been fitted for, the thing that will work for you best, then do that. Don't just think, oh, American Golf have got a sale on, my pro shop's got a sale on and I can get this for 20 quid cheaper. Because generally 9 times out of 10 you will regret that decision. Again, speaking from experience. And apart from that, guys, that's really it for me on the basis of trying to save yourself some money when buying new golf clubs. Guys, I really hope you've enjoyed that. If you have, smash that subscribe button below, leave us a like. And also, if you want to see more non-golf related content, check out the new channel we've got going. That's right, a brand new channel, and that's linked somewhere at the end, like there'll be a circle here now. So just click on that, that'll send you straight to it. It's that Laura and the dog and stuff and a little bit of me. Apart from that, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye!